Okay, YouTube, today we're going to do a recoil on a Craftsman Gold 6.75 Briggs & Stratton motor. It's like a 22-inch, maybe it's a 21-inch. Precision Plus. There's your model and serial numbers. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is take the two Phillips head screws out. Now we're going to take the three 8mm bolts out. Now you've got these three bolts out. This will just tilt back and your fuel line will pull tight. Don't go too far or the fuel line will pull right out of the gas tank and it'll leak fuel everywhere. But now you've got 3/8 here, here, and you've got one here and here. Pull those 4 3/8 out. Alright, pull this straight up off of there. Comes right up. You pull the dipstick and everything right out. Oh, look, they got this thing way over full well. So I'm going to put that back in and I'm going to drain the oil off some. Nice. Just so you know, all I do is I take the dipstick out and I tilt the lawnmower over on its side and dump the oil right out into the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket or any kind of container, really. Now, I'm not dumping it all out because I'm not doing an oil change on this. I'm just dumping some of it out. I'll have to ask the customer if they want me to do an oil change after I'm done with this recoil. So now I just pull this straight up off. It's stuck. Alright, now we're going to pull the remainder of the rope out of the recoil. So first we're going to bend this flap of metal right here just straight up. Now once you got that flap of metal in there, you can fish around inside with a pick right through this hole right here and get the rest of the rope picked free to where you can get it out and pull it out. This one was actually broken right off at the end, so it should just come right out. Just come right out anyway. But sometimes it'll have a wrap in there, so you want to pick it and get it to come loose where you can grab it with the needles and then unwrap it and get it out then. Cut it off and get it out then. Okay, now we're going to burn the end of the rope with a torch. You can use a lighter. I just want to be able to melt this into, into a point. Okay, I got to turn the torch on. Go. Okay, so we're going to stick this rope through here, and we're going to work our way through this hole over here. It's tricky, you gotta play with it. Oh, there we go. Alright, now we're going to pull that up in, tie it into a knot. Just a normal everyday knot's fine. Pull it back. I'm using 4.5 millimeter rope. I'll put a link in the description where you can get, some rope for yours. Then we're going to pull the rope through with a pick or a screwdriver. Alright, now we've got this out. We're going to wrap this counterclockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Let it in. Almost out of rope. I gotta get more rope myself. And then we're going to do 2 more times, so 5 times total. Pull it back out. 1, 2 more times, and then I ended probably about perfect. We're going to set this back on here just as a quick setup, and we're going to make sure that it reaches the loop up top, and that's where you would cut it off at, is where it reaches the loop up top. So right now I'm going to go ahead and just put this recoil back in place. There it is. And put the, make sure the dipstick's back in the hole, and then put these 4 bolts on. The longer of the 3/8 bolts go in the very back, and then the shorter ones go in the front. Okay, I've gotten all that tightened down. We're going to just rock this gas tank back down, and put the three 8mm bolts back in. Okay, now we're going to put this cover on. That's why I haven't done the handle yet. It's because you have to get it through this hole. The handle will probably fit through there, but it's just easier to go through that hole, you know, right now. So get that through this hole, and pop this cover back on. 2 Phillips head screws here and here. Alright, put the dipstick back in. Now we're going to get a new pull. Go find us a new pull handle. I'll put a pull handle in the description as well. It'll be a rope with a pull handle more than likely. If not, I'll have them separate. Burn this end as well and bring it to a point. I like tying mine with a knot further up the rope a little bit. It leaves you a little pigtail, so the next time you have to do it, the rope's easy to get and pull out of the handle. You just kind of shove that right into the handle. You know, no big deal. Alright, now we're going to loosen this wing nut up enough to where we can get the rope through this loop on the back. Get the rope through the loop and then tighten this back down. Alright guys, so that's a full-on deal on how to do your rope on a Sears Craftsman with a Briggs and Stratton motor. I'll put everything you need in the description below. If this helped you in any way, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, show me a little love. Today's t-shirt, I don't know if you can see it or not, I'm getting a new camera in a few days here where I can do better recordings. Alright guys, peace.